My name is Ian, a 17-year-old student who has been studying in ET24IC for over 8 years. This is the second time that I've taken in our center's contest, which is the first one was the one from last year. I presented to you about our province, which is Tịnh. So I've been writing since I was 10-year-old, which means I'm a writer, and I'm currently working as a product planner for a game named Frostbeer. And next up is about the picture itself. The picture is a story about Elias coming back to the old house many years after his parents' deaths. Then he found mystery among the dusty photos in the attic, leading to the discoveries of hidden secrets in the family. The part that I will tell you later on is the first chapter of this series of tears and regrets. So, are you ready? So, let's open the door and get in. The key was cold in his hand. Elias stood on the porch of the old house, the silence of the school wage. The air at his house to meet him was different, thick, still, as if the house itself had been holding its breath, waiting only for him. His parents were all gone. First, Ron, his father, then Lila, his mother. A 1-2 punch of loss that left no room for healing, just a round, open wound. Mother has tried to be there. She made it one step over the threshold, her gaze skimming the familiar walls before her eyes welled up. I'm sorry, she whispered, the voice cracking. I just can't. She squeezed her shoulder. I understand. You come to your daughter. I will take care of everything. Helen calling. What people call these things. It's just old stuff. But as we moved through the hallway, the light grew through his chest. Nothing here was just stuff. Every object was an anchor, every corner a ghost. The living room still held the abundant scent of his mother's candles. The dining table bore the scar of Mary's long ago just spilling paint. The very air was a library of forgotten conversations. It's time to there. Hello? Hey. And then came the attic. The narrow staircase seemed less than an ascent and more a crossing. A threshold into the past. He wasn't sure he was ready to meet. He went up anyway. The hatch creaked of protest. Sunlight, thick and golden, poured through the skylight, illuminating those walls, blazing like a myriad tiny memories refusing to settle. It smelled of dry paper, pages softened by time, chalk keys from forgotten holidays. Letters full with a care that spoke of their importance. And the photographs, hundreds of them. His mother's gentle arm, bearing even on the messiest day, is so firmly hers. Oh, I kind of mess up. He smiled at the short, lying in a paper ground. There was one pricking behind his eyes as one of his mother's had thrown back and made loud, a great capture of joy. Then his fingers brushed against something else. A shoebox is this sealed with brittle yellow tape and scrawled across in Lila's unmistakable script that sounds later more of a comment than a note. All photos, do not throw out. The weight of the words was very, very light, a mystery in a bottle. He wrote the time with a careful jump. A top layer was a familiar confront. Many areas faced near the food. Rowan felt showing oranges and Mara old Messier and diamonds. Then he saw him, a boy. Not a faithful family uncle, not a cousin, not a neighbor, a fleeting friend. It was someone else, older, with dark hair, woven into the very fabric of their lives. The boy was there, holding a tiny Elias hand in the garden. There, reading a story to him and their cousin. There, rolling with Ron in the driver's seat of a parked car. There, having Lila hang a shiny ornament on a tree. He wasn't a guest. He was there. He belonged. Elias did a close-up. The boy smiled. The same size, the specific tip of his jaw. His stomach frowned. Because the boy didn't just look familiar. He looked like them. His Elias chin, Mara's brow, a haunting amalgamation of the family features he knew as his own. His heart hammered against his ribs, a frantic groan in a silent attic. His hands trembled, the photograph simmering in his grasp. Who are you? He flipped the features over. No names, no dates, just blank. White bags holding their silence. Why was this boy who goes in their family history? Why has his name never, ever been spoken? Elias placed the photos back into the box as if they were made of ash. He didn't cry. The feeling was deeper, colder, a yawning trance of confusion, and a grief for a loss he never knew he'd suffer. He stood, put the right chord, and was shadowed by sudden, profound darkness. The footsteps on the stair were too loud. The house was no longer empty. It was full, crowded with the weight of the unspoken. In the doorway, Elias clutched the school box in his chest. A new grim whistle settling in his bones. Tomorrow, he will call his oldest cousin. Someone has to know. Someone had to tell him why this boy was a part of their family and why he was erased. And if no one will give him the choice, he would dig it up himself. Some secrets are buried deep, but they don't stay buried forever. They wait in the dust and the silence for the one brave enough to list. And so, yeah, thank you for listening.